Hello, this is Zedes. Welcome back to another Mario Maker 2 video. Clearing more uncleared 2019 levels. I have 6 of them here for you. This was another week where they kind of all sucked. Some really bad ones in this video. This first one is actually probably the best one of the 6. I do boo every single one of them, including this one. There's just some really kind of annoying things you have to do in this level. It's called Icicle jumps, and something else. I can't remember exactly what it is offhand. It's about timing, landing on icicles as they fall, and God, it's quite, this first jump in particular is quite tough, and it's just kind of boring and annoying, but it's not that terrible, I guess. He gives you a star there. There's pretty much no reason for that star, but the fire flower comes in handy because it's hard not to take damage. But yeah, what I need to do is time it perfectly so I land on that icicle and jump up to the next platform. And all the jumps are basically, I mean, there's a variation on this theme throughout the levels. Oh, there might have been something about twisters too, so you probably know how I feel about twisters. I think everyone kind of agrees that they are one of the suckier items in Mario Maker 2. But there's not anything really horrible with the twisters in this level. I just cut it. It took me a long time to get this first jump, and once I got the timing down, I kind of got better at it. It's gonna take me a second to get this one, but thankfully, after I get past some of this stuff, there's a checkpoint, so I don't have to keep redoing this first part. But it did take me, I don't know, a good 5 minutes to get it down. And a few deaths. You can kind of tell that this is a kind of just an obnoxious jump. I've had similar jumps in other videos, but I don't know, maybe it's 3D World that they're harder. Actually, I'm surprised that I was able to do some of this in one attempt. Here's the checkpoint, so, and he nails me right into those icicles, so I do lose my power up. It's not super necessary though. There are some icicles that can hurt you, but it's not too bad. Here's an annoying twister part, and he's got the well, the heartbeat sound effect is one of the lesser offensive sound effects. It doesn't bother me too much. It obscures the screen a little bit, but it's not really distracting. We have some really bad use of sound effects in this video later on. One of my pet peeves is when people use sound effects to make it more difficult than it is. We have a lot of examples of that coming up. Here, I got a weak jump off of that. I wasn't at run speed, so we lost our power-up, so it doesn't really matter. The power-up isn't helping me that much. Well, here's another twister coming along to annoy me. Yeah, that's how I handle that situation. Here's a big scary bully. He's not too bad, but he's in a twister now, so that's just kind of annoying. But once we get past him, he's done, and that's the level. Not that hard. I can't remember how many lives. It did take me a few lives to get past that first icicle. That was the main challenge of this one. Yeah, more annoying than terrible, but it's, you know, it's not a very good level either. I might take back the boo and just leave it as a neutral, but that's as good as it's gonna get. The second level is a boss rush, a boom boom boss rush, and let me say, you'll see some levels with a massive amount of tries later. One of the highest level of tries that I've ever played is coming up. This level took me way longer than any other level this time. This took me about an hour and 10 minutes, I think. Yeah, this level, and I did YOLO, just to check. 3 boom boom fights in very closed spaces, with some janky, annoying items. And this first one, you fight him in a room full of claws, and he keeps getting stuck in the claws, and you have to get him loose from the claws, and he tends to attack pretty harshly. And there's spikes around too, so you have to be really careful to not jump. We'll show several tries before I figured out a good method. But I did even an hour into this level, and this is only like a 40-second level, mind you. Even like an hour into this level, I was still dying to this boom boom. Yeah, it's very easy to get stuck on the claws yourself. And I meant to push down there, but I instead jumped into the claws. If you push down and jump, you fall out of the claw. So usually I try to get it. He gets stuck in the middle right away. I let him pop out. And then I get him stuck on that left claw, and then I can kill him. So I'm going to go in the second room, and you'll notice that this one has a bunch of icicles that fall on your head. And you're like, where am I supposed to go there? What you're actually supposed to do is let the one icicle hit the ground and then activate the next one a little more slowly. But you're also fighting that boom boom, so it's hard to judge this. But right here, I kind of noticed, I'm like, can I activate that icicle? Because what I need from that boom boom is the key. There is actually no clear condition on this level, so the boom booms will come back if I kill them and go through the door. But I do need the key that he has, so I can kill him from right here. And I did that pretty much every time. And you run through here, and I didn't jump very well there, and I died. But if you jump on that claw, you can pop out of it. I think I do show a whole run at the end of this guy. But yeah, I go just run past him. Yep. I almost get killed there by the icicles. But okay, in the third room, this is the challenge of this level. There are P-switches everywhere. They're shooting out P-switches, dropping P-switches on your head, and you have to fight Boom Boom without hitting the ground because you get stuck on the spikes. So you have to just keep jumping, and you have to not hit all the P-switches because you fall right on the spikes. Yeah, I'm going to show several attempts on this one. And look at there, I got kind of blocked by the P-switches. Yeah, this is a real challenge, honestly. And it's very annoying, but I will say it was actually kind of like, if I didn't have to keep going through those first 2 boom booms, I might not be as annoyed at this level. I boot it pretty quick though. I think I boot it from the first fight. Yeah. And then I don't remember how many I actually showed, but I do beat him at one point. And well, you'll see. I have to get up to that door up there, and man, I couldn't find it. It was like I blocked it. Actually, what happened is I bopped a P-switch right on top of it. It'll be coming up soon. But yeah, I bopped a second P-switch up there, and I couldn't make the jump. Right there. I bop it up there, so now I have to land on that top P-switch. And I kill him. This is the first time I killed him too, and I'm like, oh my god, where am I going? And I'm thinking maybe I can do a P-switch drop, and I'm like, man, this is too hectic. I can't do that. That's too much. I can do it in an isolated situation, but like on the fly there, that's gonna be rough. Here's the full run. This is I might have killed Boom Boom in a slightly different way than I did usually. I think I messed up. No, maybe not. Yeah, that's pretty much how I do it. Then we'll get this guy. 1. There, I hit him again. He usually does jump that second time, but if you go fast enough, you can get him. 3. Rush through the second room. Bam, bam. And now this is the challenge right here. I mean, the first one is pretty hard too, but once you get it down, it's not too bad. Second one, like I said, that's free. I cheese it every time. It's very easy. If you did it honestly, it would really suck. And I had a P-switch in my hand, so I blocked my path, and then I cower in fear, which is appropriate for this level. Yeah, painful level. I'm actually pretty proud of taking that one off the board, because it was not easy. It only had a few tries when I started. It took me well over 100 lives to beat that. Good luck for anyone getting that shit endless. Probably rage quit. No 1-ups either, I don't think. Oh, maybe one at the end. Yeah, that was a rough level. Third level is a Japanese speedrun. New soup. And when I see these levels, I'm thinking I'm not going to put much effort into these, because sometimes they're really hard. And if it is like a properly, like, really difficult new soup Japanese speedrun, I don't even want to touch it. This one is quite hard, actually, but I was able to do it. This first jump really drives me nuts. It's the Z jump on the piranhas with the invisible blocks. If you ever watch Pangea Panga, he says it's that jump I hate. He always calls it, and it is an awful jump. And the poison is rising quick. So I do boo it right here, because I'm like, I don't know, what a horrible. And plus, there's a little slope there too, which makes it even harder. But after a while, you kind of get it. Gotta go up here. There's a red coin. I didn't quite make it, but you bounce up there. Yeah, I would say after actually like getting through this level, this isn't that bad of a speed run. It's nice and tight, and there's some good setups, but he ruins it. That first jump is pretty awful, first of all, but he ruins it by putting all these distracting coins in, which you don't really need that many. I mean, you could have some, but it's pretty obvious where you're supposed to go. But the worst thing is, in the second room, you put sound effects on every coin. And I have to do this really hard spike jump, and I can't even see myself, so I have to just kind of, you know, do it by feel. Yeah, he puts sound effects on everything in this room, and it is just awful. Sound effects ban is the worst crime, one of the worst crimes you can commit in this game, I think. I hate it worse than any troll. It's just irritating. So I did have firepower, and there's a door behind the saw. There is a clear condition: you have to kill piranha plants. With the fire flower, you kill those big ones, and then the ones that die at the beginning are the rest of them, and that's all you can see. I'm killing them here. I didn't know that door was behind the saw. There. Ground pound. There's a little bit of a troll here. You just keep going. There's no bottom. Once you hit that P-switch, you go right through it. So what you have to do is you have to stop on the P-switch. There's also a red coin kind of hidden behind that saw, which is sort of annoying. You don't actually have to hit that P-switch, by the way. There's no reason to hit that P-switch. I mean, you have to because it's above the coin, I think, but there's no reason. And you want to walk up these slopes as much as possible, because there are hidden blocks, and you can get blocked off. Tough jumps there. If you get a good speed going, it's good. Pretty close to done here. I actually did bounce up on the saw, but I was out of time as well. I would have died in half a second. Here's the full run. Go here, get that coin, jump up. Yeah, it's just unnecessary. I guess if you're in the endless, you get a free guy, but you ain't beating this, and you're losing some lives. But at least, you know, if you do get past it, if you're like really good, like the Beast or Aura, you're gonna get a couple. You're gonna have 3 lives by the end of it, even if you lose like 10 or 15. So at least you get some lives back. Yeah, I don't know how many lives it would take the Beast to beat this. Probably like less than 10, I would imagine. Most of the time, it's not that poorly made. It's just that part where the coins is really annoying. Yeah, the first jump and the sound effects on the coins just drive me nuts. Yeah, it's one of those. I think another streamer, YouTuber I like is Royru. When they do that stuff with the sound effects, he says, "Why would you ruin your level?" And that's exactly what I'm thinking. There's another door behind the saw, and that's why I need the key. And that's it. Yeah, like I said, that's not a bad level. It's just he ruined it with the sound effects, especially. That first jump could have been a little less annoying. Without that slope, it would have been more acceptable, I think. Yeah, who knows what the actual Japanese creators get so much more room to say stuff than English or any other European languages do. I feel like they write a novel. Okay, on to the 4th level. Noodle Skadoodle. This is one that has over 600 tries. And the woman who made it, the girl who made it, basically says that it's a troll level. There is a vine over on the left side right there, you see. It is a fake demo route. But we have to get 3 coins. And here's the first one. You will get stuck down there. Obviously, you'll get killed, actually. Fireballs. Sniper Thwomp. Yeah, but she says that it's basically a troll level. So I didn't waste any time. I opened the wizard list program to see. Here's a second coin right here. And basically I looked at it and I made a game plan on how I was going to beat it. Which did not include... There's a coin below here that I didn't even notice when I was looking at the map, and later I'll get it, you'll see it. You notice that there's a Hammer Brother and a Lakitu Cloud out there. We want to go through this pipe right here. There's another pipe to the right that leads to death, but it's very hard to get it here. You see the hammer almost kill me there. He did hit me several times. But I want to get in that pipe, and you could absolutely wall jump off this and get in there, but it's very hard to hit it in a proper way. What you first of all really want to do is spin jump off the chain chomp there. But to make it a little easier for myself, at least I thought so, is I was going to steal the Lakitu Cloud from the Hammer Brother. That is easier said than done, though, because that guy's going to be tossing hammers right at my butthole in this little area up here. But if I get that Lakitu Cloud, I can get in that pipe much easier. In fact, I got so hyper-focused on getting this cloud there, and I got it perfectly, but then I messed up. I need to get back up there before it disappears, and I whiff it. I didn't time that icicle on the chain chomp properly. Yeah, he is like the perfect shot. I swear to God, the Hammer Brothers are so good at this game. That's another Pangea Panga saying. Yeah, and there I got it, and I'm like, oh man, I can't even get the cloud. It's in the wall, and then I got it. Unbelievable. That was the first time I got it. So I go through this room, and here's something funny. There's a bunch of pipes up ahead. It's a pick-a-pipe situation. But I was pretty sure I needed a spring. In fact, I was 100% sure I needed a spring. But honestly, after I got up here, and in fact, it might have been even after I beat the level, I realized I didn't need that spring anyway. And I would have won if I had just gone up past these clouds, but I was 100% sure I needed a spring. There is a hidden switch up there, an on-off switch. There, I got the spring, but I missed the platform. I fell down. Oh, also note the horrendous sound effect abuse in this level, especially in that area. But everything here has a sound effect, which just seems like a chore. Why would you even do that to yourself? You're just doing it to annoy people. This is... They think this is a troll level. It's not much of a level at all. But it did have like over like what 650 tries here. God, look at those sound effects. Oh, it's so annoying. I hate it so much. And I'm just jumping around throwing the springs everywhere. But yep, I got the spring. So we're safe with the spring. I'll go up here, and the switch is over here. I could have wall jumped and got that. I did not need that spring. The spring is easier. I might even had a triple jump up there to get to that switch, but yeah, you would never even see that switch. Pick a pipe. I just looked. I wasn't gonna F around with it any. If you don't hit that switch, can't get over here. There is a fire flower though, and you can get back through that pipe surprisingly enough. She leaves you donut blocks which you can ride through the door. But there is a fire flower there, and if you go down any of those other pipes in the pick a pipe situation, there are more coins. So that's another way you can get coins. But there were 3 coins on the way anyway, so it wasn't that bad. So yeah, that did take me like 90 or something lives because that Hammer Brother cloud was hard to get. Okay, on to the 5th level. I do kind of skip past the title screen on this one. Something messed up in my recording. I also had another level that I started that I didn't finish. It was Super Mario Bros. 3 Windy Desert, the night theme for the desert. Very weirdly, it wouldn't record it. Like, it would record it, but anytime the wind blew, the screen would go nuts. I don't know if it has to be my capture card, which I'm actually thinking about buying a better one because I'm getting sick of like the lag and stuff. When there's a lot of stuff on screen, it starts to lag. But I'm getting kind of sick of that. But yeah, that was weird. I swear I've done wind levels before. I know I've done wind levels. I know I've done New Soup wind levels for sure. I had a really good speed run that was a New Soup wind level. Pretty sure I've done Super Mario World wind levels too, but the Super Mario Bros. 3 one didn't work. You know, it was just weird. Anyway, this is a very annoying maze level. 1 gap tiles. That's very annoying. You get to the end here, and there's a Bowser. And what you have to do is let the P-switch timer run out. He falls on the P-switch blocks, and then you hit it again and he dies. This must be a December level, right? Those P-switch blocks didn't exist when the game came out. The worst thing though is, here I run out of time here, Bowser's a little RNG, so he can completely walk away from those blocks and not let me kill him. So yeah, this level does get a boo just because it's just kind of crazy. Look, he jumped up here now, and I'm screwed. I have plenty of time, and I can't get him back over here. I could, if I hit the P-switch and wandered to the right, he would follow me, but it doesn't matter because I wouldn't have time. We'll show a full run on this. He wants you to avoid these mushrooms. Sometimes I would let the Bowser Jr.'s hit me and take it away. I don't know if he probably wants you to avoid this mushroom, but you actually kind of want it because there's Bowser Fire, and you're very likely to get hit by the Bowser Fire going through this section. And so I just ducked and did a quick hop, so I could get hit by the fire here. If I was small, I could get killed right there. So it's just better to have it. And then you just have to hope the RNG works out for you. You don't want to hit more than 1 P-switch. You're hoping that his fire isn't really good. This brings you back to the Boom Boom fight too earlier, where these P-switches just kind of get in your way. They kind of block you. So that's that level. That's a pretty crappy level. I don't like it at all. Anyway, we're going on to the last level. Level 6 is another one like that 600 plus tries level, which is like, it says it's a troll level, so I'm gonna open the program and check it out. This one I get some good cheese on too. It says Kaizo or troll, both. There's not that much Kaizo. There's a little bit Kaizo at the beginning. So what he wants you to do right here is he wants you to do one of those lethal ejection jumps and do a shell jump off of that. And I'm thinking, man, that is not easy. I've actually had to do that in stages before. It's not super easy. The lethal ejection trick is kind of fun, but to do both that and a shell jump at the same time that's really hard. So what? Here. I'm trying to think of a better way to do this. So I was thinking about shell jumping off of this area right here, but I'm like, I don't know if that really works. He came back to life. Walked away. So So here's what I figured out. I'm tossing the shell up on top of these spikes, and I'll Z-jump off of there, and then I don't have to do that stupid trick. This is the only actual shell jump I have to do right here. If I can't Z-jump off of that, it's not good enough. Not high enough. It looks like it might be, but it's not. So I actually have to do that shell jump. Here's another sloped shell jump, which is kind of hard, but I looking in the level editor viewer thing, I was like, I don't have to do that. I can come down here and just walk up this little stairway here with the flip blocks in Super Mario World. He's got hidden crap all over here. Here's a mushroom on top. You need that. And there's a shell over here, a shellmet. And I was kind of forgetting what was where. And I'm like, oh crap! As soon as I opened that door, I'm like, oh crap! That was a soft lock. So we want to actually go down. So I'm gonna grab this shellmet. We're gonna go down. We don't want to go down too far because there are one-ways that will catch us and we'll just die. We lose the shellmet. We got a mushroom still, and we go into the subworld, which is dark. I knew that I had already looked, so I knew that you had to veer to the right. It took me a while to figure this part out. What I had to do. There's also a bomb in the bottom left corner, but I don't need it because I'm smarter than him, I guess. But yeah, it took me a while to realize why I couldn't make that fall. You actually have to be small, and I actually realized it right there. I'm like, oh, you know what? Wonder if it'll work better if I'm small. And yeah, you can just make it if you're small. There's a thwomp that drops right here, and then there is an invisible block, and if you kill him with that invisible block, you get a key. You don't want that key. I did, in fact, use the key on it. I grabbed the key on accident. Not on accident, I did it on purpose, but I realized why I didn't want the key in a minute here. But I'm going to let that guy go to the right and despawn. I'm going to go here. You go through this key door, and it's a troll. It's not even death, it's a soft lock. I actually screw around a little bit in here. So I can't have a mushroom at this point. That thwomp is behind a wall, so I can't kill myself with him. If you go through this pipe here, this is actually at the beginning of the level, but you don't have a mushroom. Possibly there's a way to do it with a mushroom, but I don't think so. So it's just a soft lock. You're done at this point. I mean, there's no checkpoint in this level, so it really doesn't matter. But yeah, I don't know what I'm even screwing around for. Let's start over. We're back to this point. We're not gonna start from the beginning on this video, on this level. So if you have a key here, so what you want to do is you want to run over here. Oh, I totally forgot I died. I didn't go far enough to the left to let him despawn. You have to go all the way to the left here. And wait like 10 seconds or something like that, maybe less. And when he gets all the way over there, he's gone. He despawns. So what happens is there is a note block that these springs on the right here drops on. And the springs drop on it, and it has a vine. The vine comes down eventually. There's a track and shit over here. Yeah, if you have the key, you can't go up that vine. And it's funny, because who the hell would even find that key? I just saw it in the thwomp on the program, and I'm like, I better grab that. Yeah, here's a bomb ladder that will kill you if you try it. Then you have a Yoshi going down here, and if you go to the right all the way, there's another rail, and eventually there's going to be a Bob-omb that comes up here. And here, I was kind of glancing at the map a lot on this level. Like I said, it's a garbage level, so I don't feel like too bad about cheating. I don't know why I thought I wanted this Yoshi. Because I didn't read it very well, I guess. I didn't read the map very well. Yeah, this is total death. You're stuck here. You might be able to get up to that snake block, but that's just death too. So I realized as soon as I went down there, I'm like, oh crap, that's not what I'm supposed to do. Go back here. You just want to go down here. I didn't show the life where this happened, but if you jump too high, there's spikes behind the goal. And if you walk into it from the bottom, there's also spikes. So you have to like do like a mid-level jump to get in there. So yeah, it's just garbage level. Well, hey, if you've made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next week.